I of course didn't agree with him until he said it is the public interest that this is to be done, because number one, the moment you begin compensating victims of the protest, it is like you're admitting that they were injured against the law. Number two, we are going to be encouraging public protests in the future. Kenya is full of people who have lost everything. The only thing they are carrying left that they can sell is their lives. They would come and sell their lives on the streets, maybe even to take their children or brothers to school. They would come and taunt the police in such a way that you will have to harm them. Yet, even these things that people are saying, oh, shoot to kill order was given, nobody gives shoot to kill order. It is the law that does it. The Police Act Schedule 16 normally says the police must use the firearm to protect life and property. And this life and property, the police is not protecting you from some wild animal or from Ram Ugandan. It is from another fellow Kenyan who has decided to be rogue. So the police has to decide between the life of a peaceful protester and a rogue person who has fixed himself in between protesters, who deserves to live. Then you find the peaceful protester deserves to live. So the person to be shot is the one who has decided to fix himself in between the protesters to destroy life and property. But you see, the people are interpreting it like even when the president spoke or the CS spoke, he was aiming at the protesters. Genuine protesters who have decided to go clearly by Article 37, which demands that you protest peacefully and unarmed. Nobody is going to touch you. We have watched doctors go on protest, teachers go on protest. Nobody gets hurt because they are unarmed.
Teller was hurt the other day.
Of course, even when you are going to the market, you can get hurt. Once, let us look at figures that is saying the police were out there and they hurt doctors. Do you have a case where like 5 doctors were hurt? Nobody. So getting hurt, even me when I'm walking on the road, I can get hurt. The other day I hit my leg very badly on a table.
Sorry for that.
But where the police is involved and the public is involved, that is going to happen. I have also heard people, very educated people, arguing that no, the police shouldn't shoot protesters, they shouldn't hit protesters, they should arrest them. The police is numbered 200,000 to 57 million. That is what we are talking about. Do you know that ratio? The police is outnumbered 1 to 500 on the streets there. How do you even arrest? Where do you keep your weapon that time you are arresting somebody and putting handcuffs on him? Where is the rest of the crowd? Are they just watching you arrest one of their own? So to tell us that we are going to deal with the protests using arrest is not possible, not in Kenya, not in the US, not in Europe, not in Uganda. It is just not possible. What we do, if you have chosen to go to the streets, go according to the prescription provided by Article 37. Nobody will get injured. But when you go to the streets, you open TV and you see the protesters have already blocked roads. They are putting bonfires. They are climbing people's trucks. They are breaking shops. They are breaking infrastructure in the city. People are bound to get hurt because the law requires that the police use the gun to protect life and property.
But as a last resort, right?
Of course, it is a last resort, because if you are having people in the streets who have ears and eyes to know what the law requires of them, and they break him, and they still want you to pamper them, I think if I were the president, I would have not even attempted even to instruct people what to do. I will just remind the police of what the law says about life and property of fellow innocent citizens that are being destroyed by hooligans who have decided to join in the protesters. Even if you are a Gen Z and you have not come to protest as a good Gen Z, you have come to loot, you have come to steal, you have come to injure the police, then put your life on the line. That is what is going to happen. That is what is going to happen. So when the president said these people are going to be compensated, I agree, because there's a lot of pressure, but it is going to be very difficult to do. But I think people must also interpret what the president said correctly. A committee has been formed to come up with a framework of doing it.
Yeah.
And let me shock you, it is even possible that committee come and say it is impossible and it is illegal to do that. It is possible and it is illegal. They can come up with that. So let us listen to what they will come.